Yo. Oh, wait. Y'all gonna kick in the door, G. Okay, I think we fixed the technical difficulties.
Scooby-Doo, boom, bop.
I did. All right. Bring the volume down. So the feedback don't feedback. Be on chat duty. So I want to do an intro.
Yeah. Hey, how you going? It's Moongang official here on Twitch, YouTube. Streaming live right now
On YouTube. We finna watch some death battles and
Death battle.
We finna rate it because all this shit is cap. We grubbing. Alright. Who's this? Oh. Omni-Man versus Homelander. Now this would be a pretty good scene. I think I just spaced out it.
Omni-Man. Homelander.
We have sound?
Howdy, neighbor. Coco? It's warm. You know, Nolan, Homelander is more than just a superhero. It might be cynical to say this, but he's a brand. And it's very important to me that that brand means something. And if I'm playing second fiddle to some goddamn alien, what's really the point, right? What do you think, Debbie? Aw, she's shy. So, do we have an understanding? Get the fuck out of my country. I'm going to feed you your own heart.
This is like season 1 Omni-Man, but I really have to fuck.
Shit. That was a great line. Damn.
Country? Seriously? I'm not here for your country.
I'll double up real quick.
We will double up, rewind that. We had technical difficulties. And I'm actually, since we're actually on this screen, actually, I'm gonna go here and put some noise gate on this shit so y'all don't hear all this background shit. How I do it? Mic, filter, noise gate. Oh. All right. Well, we'll Thank you, dude.
Howdy, neighbor. Coco? It's warm. You know, Nolan, Homelander is more than just a superhero. It might be cynical to say this, but he's a brand. And it's very important to me that that brand means something. And if I'm playing second fiddle to some goddamn alien, what's really the point, right? What do you think, Debbie?
Damn.
Nah, she's shy.
How you just
So, do we have
Smart,
an
you don't
understanding?
Get the fuck out of my country. I'm going to feed you your own heart.
Shit. That was a great line.
Country? Seriously? I'm not here for your country.
Not even fair. Oh.
Never been hit by someone your own size before? You have to turn with the punch to reduce. Better.
They're gone.
That's amazing.
Block.
What's the matter? Are you going to cry?
After I'm done with you, I'm gonna flash right that little shit son of yours! This worthless neighborhood! And every goddamn person you know!
Oh my. Oh shit.
Remember what I promised you. Now
Yes, that's brutality, bro. No, dude, that
Merry
was
Christmas.
I guess that's how he did
You know
it.
what? No, I can't disagree with that one.
Homelander suck.
Chicken Al Pastor is back at Chipotle where fire meets flavor. Here for a limited time.
And he cried.
That is,
And he literally cried.
and he cried. Bruh. I can't.
Put him into
Fatality
fatality,
on
bro.
his. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I was about to click.
Oh.
I don't know.
Have you heard of hymns? They're all about making you look and feel good.
Thanks to science, baldness can be optional because Hims is here to help. 4hims.com is your one-stop solution for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness for men.
Get started with the complete hair kit for just $5 right now while supplies last and subject to doctor approval. See their website for full details and safety information. This could cost hundreds if you went to another doctor or pharmacy.
So go to 4hims.com/deathbattle. That's FORHIMS.com/deathbattle.
Forhims.com/deathbattle.
Going orange. That far back.
Oh, and Orange got a
Rooster
death battle.
Teeth. You know, red versus blue.
The elements make up every aspect of the world we live in, and no average person can tame them.
But somehow these kids can master them with a vengeance.
Like Aang, the Avatar.
And Edward Elric, the Full Metal Alchemist. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Water. Earth. Fire. Air.
Heart!
Once the four nations lived in harmony, and some of their citizens could even learn to bend their nation's element. But only the Avatar could master all 4, and it's their duty to protect the balance between these nations.
And since there's always gotta be an Avatar around, a new one is born whenever the last one dies.
But everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Attempting to conquer the other 3 nations, the Avatar would inevitably be their greatest obstacle.
Man, they'd even go after a kid?
Living among the air nomads, Aang was an energetic and dutiful 12 years old when he learned of his destiny. He was the newest incarnation of the Avatar.
But he totally wussed out, ran away from home, and got frozen in ice for 100 years. What the hell? That's not what I'd do if I found out I was an awesome elemental badass. I'd definitely find a way to make money off that.
Boomstick, he's 12. But running away actually saved his life, as the Fire Nation knew the next Avatar would be an air nomad and slaughtered them all in a horrific surprise attack.
But the poor kid wouldn't be stuck in ice forever. He was eventually rescued by some new friends and began his quest to learn the other elements and save the world. And as an air nomad, he can really bend the wind to his will.
He can use air bending to create whirlwinds and tornadoes or slice through solid stone.
And he can fly! Whee!
Well, it's not exactly flying, Boomstick. What he actually does is manipulate the air currents to keep aloft. That's why he carries a glider, complete with snacks.
Oh, well, I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Whatever, if it looks like a duck and sounds like a duck, it's a duck. Or I guess, flying avatar guy.
Ducks actually can fly. Anyway, Aang can use air in pretty much every aspect of his life. Like for shields, increasing his speed, improving agility, adjusting his body temperature, and even focusing his breath to use as an attack.
After he learned waterbending from Paku and Katara, Aang can make whips, knives, and literal tsunamis. Hey, I can do that too. Just give me a pool and watch this cannonball fly. Does that mean I'm a waterbender?
Sure. Waterbenders can also manipulate steam and ice.
Decide to lead. Enroll in ROTC to become an army officer.
We might have to skip to Erdwood because they
At
gave us
Aldi, we don't
flags.
have massive stores that waste your time.
YouTube is
Just like how I, the great waterbender Boomstick the Wet, will use my powers to swim through this frozen block.
You what?
Yep. Waterbending 101. You can be jealous.
Oh wow, I'm just bursting with envy.
Bending powers activate!
I could go cosmic.
Like airbending, waterbending requires a nearby source of water to use, like a pond or a filled bottle. The same goes for earthbending, which Aang learned from his mentor Toph.
Earthbending is all about throwing rocks at people, and a bunch of other cool stuff, like making walls and earthquakes and causing the ground to swallow you up. Which is kind of creepy, actually.
Last but certainly not least,
we
Aang learned the art of firebending from his longtime rival, Prince Zuko.
I'm looking over
Unlike
here
the other
like,
arts,
this is a lot of people
firebenders
on
can
this
actually
screen.
create fire to use
They're good,
at
but we're
will.
not.
Firebending is so goddamn powerful. It's even got the deadliest bending technique of all, shooting lightning.
Well, only the most
Why
advanced
does he do
firebenders
that?
can cast lightning, which is usually an instant kill move. While Aang never learned the move itself, he has learned how to redirect it through his body.
But even after learning the
did it the
four
wrong way.
elements,
He still
Aang got to
did it
meet
today.
one last master bender.
Who taught him the art of manipulating a person's life energy, the purest form of bending.
It's super dangerous though, and one mistake could tear up Aang's soul.
And with it, Aang defeated the Fire Lord and brought peace to the world at large.
Well, with that and with his super form, the Avatar State.
In the Avatar state, Aang's bending abilities grow immensely powerful. This is because the Avatar state lets Aang draw upon the power and wisdom of all previous Avatar incarnations. Though it is extremely risky, as dying while in the Avatar state ends the cycle of reincarnation permanently.
Why would he
Dying
care if he's
in the
dead anyway?
Avatar state.
Whatever. The coolest thing about the Avatar state is it makes you glow like this. Behold!
How are you doing that?
I drank a bunch of glow sticks.
Don't be stupid.
You need to go to the doctor.
Hey, bro, let's
like
pull up
right
on the
now.
Avatar. Only when
My
he's in the
liver's
Avatar
running
state.
way worse
Nigga,
than
what?
Well, with or without the Avatar state, Aang is plenty powerful. He has the ability to move
He's in the
gigantic
Avatar
stone columns
state.
and even carve canyons around an entire city.
Oh my god.
Not only has he survived hits from earth-bending pings and massive explosions, he threw this gigantic column of rock at the Fire Lord.
We got to get the column's mass. We compared Aang's height against it and determined it must weigh 9,500 tons.
Aang's super fast too. With airbending, he can run on water.
Which, given his size, requires a movement speed of well over 67 miles per hour.
He used airbending to block a giant column-destroying explosive attack from the best-named character on the
that
show,
was so
Combustion Man.
And he's proven he could redirect lightning from the Fire Lord himself. Taking into account the distance between them and how far Aang's arm had to move to catch the lightning, he would have to react at least 155 times faster than sound.
He is pretty unused to violence, though. I mean, he's a vegetarian pacifist for crying out loud. But while he may seem like just a kid, Aang still saved the world and led it into a peaceful future. To him, bending is elementary.
If you want to be a bender, you have to let go of fear.
Alchemists of old once tried to turn lead into gold with not great results. But in the country of Amestris, the ancient science of alchemy is actually possible by using the Earth's natural energy to reshape the molecular structure of various objects.
And by drawing a circle thingy.
A transmutation circle, which most alchemists use except for the youthful prodigy, Edward Elric.
Oh, what a little badass.
Careful, Boomstick, he's a bit touchy about his size.
Hey, if I lost my mom like he did, I'd get mad at the little stuff too. But Ed and his brother Alphonse figured they could bring her back with alchemy. So they went for it, but things went south real fast.
So bad.
You know how people say they'd give an arm and a leg for something? Well, Ed literally did, and poor Al lost his whole body. Luckily, Ed managed to stick his brother's soul in a suit of armor, but still, yikes.
This horrible experience has forever marked the two brothers. No one is meant to transmute the human soul, and the boys were lucky just to escape with their lives.
But he got something good out of it, like super secret knowledge, including how to do alchemy without a circle thingy. He just has to clap instead. So, worth it?
With these new abilities, Ed and Alphonse began their quest to restore their bodies. Specifically, they sought the incredible power of a Philosopher's Stone, believing it to be their only chance. Eventually, Ed joined the military, and thanks to his amazing potential, he was named by the Fuhrer the Full Metal Alchemist.
What? Adolf Hitler?
Nah, it's just Bradley. Whoa. He's okay. Until he isn't.
Spoilers! Also, since Ed lost a couple limbs, he got them replaced with automail. Kinda like my leg.
Automail is made from incredibly durable metal, ranging from his original steel one, to a gas-powered one, to his best version consisting of a mix of aluminum and carbon. Apart from being durable metal prosthetics, Ed's automail limbs function just like normal ones. He can even reshape his arm as a weapon.
So he can turn it into swords and saws and stuff, increase its durability by hardening its makeup, or turn it into an umbrella. Truly a limb of many talents.
But at the end of the day, Ed's true talent lies not in sword fighting or umbrella holding, but the art of alchemy.
You're right.
He can do all sorts of crazy things with all the elements. He can basically make anything he wants, like spears and shields.
So long as he follows the rule of equivalent exchange.
I mean,
anything created with alchemy must have a source of equal value and cannot be made fundamentally different. For example, lead can be molded into a statue, but it cannot be turned into water. Other than that, there are three principles needed to use alchemy well. Comprehension,
which means you gotta understand what the thing you're using is made of.
Destruction,
breaking stuff down,
and reconstruction.
Put stuff back together.
Ed is only limited by the materials at hand and his imagination. At his full potential, he can do almost anything. He can purify water, create ammonium gas from ammonium nitrate, repair entire houses, and transform a gun into a trumpet.
Don't you ever try and do that with any of my guns. Anyway, Ed's also learned destruction alchemy, which does exactly what you think it does, make a big ol' kaboom. Ed's used it to destroy stuff like automail, but it can also be used to explode people's heads.
So using destruction alchemy, Ed should be able to destroy something like this on a molecular level.
Ha! Or you could just do that.
Anyway, with all of his abilities, Ed has done some incredibly impressive things.
Not only has he blocked gunfire from a Gatling gun after it started firing, he's dodged a pistol from nearly point-blank range, and his automail arm even took a bite from a lion-headed chimera.
He's good feats, human feats. He's good human feats.
Oh wow.
He got more of the attack defense.
That and you're a human?
It was totally fine.
Wow.
Assuming this chimera has a similar bite
Now, if we
force
would have heard
to that of a
Avatar
real
do
lion,
that'd
that
be
means
day-to-day.
Ed's arm stood up to a force of 1,000 pounds per square inch.
He's created a gigantic cannon and then survived that cannon exploding while he was standing on it. And then he survived being on top of a huge boulder exploding too.
We can measure the boulder's explosion against Ed's size to get an approximate energy output. With a radius of 36 feet, this blast must have been equivalent to over 100 tons of TNT.
How's that for equivalent exchange, bitches? He also survived an explosion that took out most of a 10-story building.
Even apart from being tough, Ed has shown considerable strength when using alchemy.
Like when he created a gigantic golem to crush his opponent.
By measuring the size of the stone golem's thumb, comparing it to the size of the average human's thumb, and using that scale to estimate the size of the golem, that gives us an estimated weight of over 3,000 metric tons.
All this without any Philosopher's Stone, because it turns out those things are really, really messed up.
Right, Philosopher's Stones are extremely powerful and can be used in many different ways. Kimberly the Crimson Lotus Alchemist, for example, used one to create a massive explosion equal to 157 kilotons of TNT. However, it turns out that these stones are composed of imprisoned human souls. So Ed and Al vow to avoid them on principle. Although Ed can boost his alchemic power in a similar manner by drawing on his own life force, increasing his potential at the cost of shortening his lifespan. But that's what Ed ultimately had to learn, what it truly means to let something go. And so he found another way to revive Al's body, sacrificing his own power for the sake of family.
Aw, what a nice guy. But all in all, so long as Ed knows what he's trying to transmute, he's an amazing force to be reckoned with.
Now let's go home. Together.
Lost, basically.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, thanks to Blue Apron, I've become a food vendor.
By now, you've probably heard of Blue Apron, the leading meal kit delivery service in the US.
Choose your meals each week, get the ingredients delivered to you.
Sorry, Momo, you're just too little.
Little? Who are you calling a pipsqueak, you stupid hairless kid?
Nobody?
I'll show you!
That's it. It's done.
That's just smart.
You know, there are actually a lot of advantages to being short. Like, you'll never hit your head on door frames, and,
I'm still growing!
Now I gotcha.
What is that? What happened?
What?
Bruh! What the hell?
What is it playing on?
I don't know.
Strange. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet.
This one? Then yeah. You just know.
Back on.
This for small.
Run it back a couple more.
What kind of alchemy is that?
Be back. It's small though.
Yeah, so I'm like, why is it even doing that? That's why I can't see it. Are you dead ass?
Okay, no more clappy magic.
Yeah, that's it. Run it back. We missed a lot.
I'm running back.
Has a similar bite force to that of a real
I'm
lion.
running back all the way. Fuck it.
Y'all mind if we watch it again?
Imagine being able to build an
We gonna
app
get hit with an
just by
God
thinking about
damn
it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation
That's
platform.
cool, man. I'm cool with that.
Describe what you want.
I don't know why you're even doing that in the first place.
Sorry, Momo. You're just too little.
Little! Who are you calling a pipsqueak, you stupid hairless kid?
Nobody?
I'll show you!
You know, there are actually a lot of advantages to being short. Like, you'll never hit your head on door frames, and,
I'm still growing!
Now I gotcha. Ah! Oh no! I'm sorry!
A classic misdirection. That's advantage Elric! Damn it!
You gonna lock me in an earth block nail cell?
How's this for small? What kind of alchemy is that?
I don't know if he blocked that or he got hit.
Okay, no more clappy magic.
No, my cabbages!
I won't lose you again. There you are!
He gonna use the thing that's what I taught him.
Nice try, Shorty!
Get him all the way.
Whew. Can't believe that worked.
That was a crazy loss.
Yeah.
Nigga, Ross.
This ends now.
Hey. And I watched the word.
At least I'm taller than you.
You left me no choice.
So he got burnt?
Looks like Ed didn't have a leg to stand on. Or arm, I guess.
Ed may have been more quick-witted and inventive,
Wait, he got burnt?
and he certainly had more combat experience. But Aang's bending abilities were far more versatile and readily available than combat alchemy.
Yeah, it had cool stuff like cannons and gun trumpets, but Aang was fast enough to react to lightning, which is way faster than dodging a measly bullet.
Recall how Ed survived the force to blast such a huge ravine around.
Yeah, that one was cool. Hood Avatar. No, I'm like,
No, fuck that.
Hercules versus Wukong. Y'all know who Wukong is?
The monkey?
Yeah.
Cool. Hercules?
Yeah.
Wukong got it? Yeah,
Switch to
that's
eternal
Goku.
text
That's
from
damn near.
$150.
That's Goku.
He could go super.
That's Goku. Do they have a Goku in Wukong?
$150 all in.
Goku
No
versus
surprises.
Goku?
Now this is taxes.
Let's unpack my unhealthy obsession with
I'm not sleeping on Hercules. I'm saying like.
or go.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by BetterHelp.
We're all familiar with burnout, the lack of motivation, the fatigue, / death battle.
That's Babbel.com.
2 ads.
Let's get straight to it.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
That's not even the original Wukong.
Yeah,
That's the
we
clone
just
one.
gonna let it slide. We gonna let it slide. We want the game one.
Our tale begins atop a great mountain where the mighty Heracles sought a gift from the gods.
Oh there! Huh? I'm in need of that apple. Relinquish it.
Sorry, I'm supposed to find my master some vegetarian food.
You'll find it elsewhere.
They fight over an apple.
But Heracles
he gave him the
was
apple.
not so easily fooled. The Monkey King's strike rang true, but he not so easily overwhelmed the god of strength.
Oh, this guy is arrogant. See what it's about.
Like,
I am Heracles!
Hey.
That shadow clone. He on that though.
Yeah,
He on that
Die, demon!
What is that?
Agony! Agony!
The Monkey King fell into a strange forest, in awe at such a wondrous fight. But should he mistake his fear, he might lose his head.
Woo! I haven't had such fun since I fought
Why
all
is his head
heaven.
gone?
Change! Behold me, the immortal Monkey King!
Oh, you got 3.
Multiple heads.
And multiple bodies.
Of course.
Bang! Zoom! Watch this!
Oh no, I don't like how tight it is right now.
Super Goku.
Oh my goodness, he picked it up though. Yeah, that's
You've
crazy.
had your fun, beast, but I've had enough!
In heavens above, the gods witnessed their earthbound selves, and so joined in battle. The god of strength mustered the heart of Olympus, while the great sage harnessed power equal to heaven. Thus, the Monkey King emerged victorious!
Wow, would you look at that? I struck him so hard he was reduced to nothingness.
With a formidable foe slain, stricken against the mountain's breast. So ends our great tale
When he
of
enlarged the
East
pole,
and
that
West.
was some shit right there.
So he lost because of he used his own energy against him, and that bronze transmitted back towards Hercules and shredded
Heracles
his
was
ass.
among the greatest heroes in myth,
Y'all didn't
but the
get that
great
from
sage
that
equal
clip.
to heaven held many more advantages.
You'd think Sun might not measure up to the god of strength,
Why they got
you
the
know,
rock
strength,
on
but he totally could.
He is Hercules,
Remember, he
wasn't he?
carried Sumeru on his
Oh,
back,
I actually
the mountain
like that
holding
movie.
up the
It was good.
infinite celestial sky,
like it as
like how
well.
Heracles held up the infinite celestial sphere.
As befitting heroes of myth, they were on par in that they were both in
Hulk versus Godzilla.
Comic. Atomic Breath versus Thunderclap.
Behind the door or something?
Comprehensively strong.
Kleenex lotion tissues protect, soothe, and moisturize your skin. Grab Kleenex.
True leadership takes action. It requires strength and passion. I'm building my...
Relationship with the Hulk is complicated.
Oh, they hate each other.
Mostly. Occasionally, they can come to an
Technical
understanding.
difficulties.
The ultra best representing this would be the Professor Hulk, a balanced blend of Banner's brain and the Hulk's brawn.
The buffest nerd you'll ever meet. But what about when Bruce takes a step back? If he isn't trying to restrain the Hulk, what do you get?
The Green Scar.
The World Breaker!
Without Bruce's temperament, the Hulk's power and fury surges, mixing Savage's rising strength with the personality and cunning of a warlord. The Green Scar is no mere superhero. He's a king and a conqueror.
Hulk is strong enough to lift 150 billion tons of rock, jump from New Mexico to Florida in a single bound, and shake all the dimensions connected by the crossroads at once. He was pinned down by the spear of Proxima Midnight, which holds the weight of a star, and was fine. And when we say World Breaker, we mean it. While sparring with Red She-Hulk, the two of them shattered a whole planet.
At one point, he was bound in chains forged from the essence of the first firmament, the manifestation of the first universe, which could bind eternity itself. Not even Galactus was capable of saving eternity alone, and the Hulk just broke it. By himself.
Maybe Thor should rethink calling himself the strongest Avenger, especially since the Avengers first assembled, because none of them could take down Hulk on their own.
Speaking of Thor, the Hulk consistently battles on par with him, even when he held the Odin Force, with which he could command his hammer through infinite distances and match the power of Null, who killed countless Celestials. Even without it, Mjolnir can cross the universe in seconds.
Hulk tore a universe apart with just a clap. Good luck with that, Hammerman. But the green guy's got way more going on than just brute strength.
As the Hulk's power stems from gamma, he can utilize and absorb it and other radiation in various ways.
Yeah, like regenerating from fatal wounds. Even getting ripped apart by Wolverine barely slows him down.
And the angrier he gets, the more regenerating cells his body produces.
It gets weirder. Did you know that if he absorbs absorbs enough gamma, he can shoot lasers from his eyes and read people's
That's
minds.
broken.
Oh,
That
also,
is
he
kinda
can
broken.
see
The Hulk used
ghosts
to be my favorite
and give him
superhero.
a good old-fashioned Hulk smash.
Hulk can break through the boundaries of comic book borders themselves into the empty white between panels, a gutter space beyond time and concept.
What, like how She-Hulk can for some reason break the fourth wall and talk to the
wanna
reader?
skip to the fight?
Oh, wait, that makes sense now. It's all gamma.
Exactly. In real life, gamma rays are electromagnetic radiation similar to X-rays.
But in Marvel Comics, gamma comes from hell.
On Earth 616, gamma radiation is an electromagnetic frequency that can manifest as either a wave, a particle, or something else. Something that nobody really understands.
Except for Bruce.
That's right. Dr. Banner is a certified genius with 7 PhDs. According to Norman Osborn, he's the 4th smartest person on the planet.
And that's comparing him to big brains like Reed, Doom, and Tony.
Banner built the Her Collider Synchrotron, a machine that can scan the entire multiverse with the speed of a hypermind. He created the Gamma Core, which could rupture space-time between universes. He built an interstellar radio on a deserted planet without any pre-established technology. He wired up Hulk like a starship, piloting him from the mindscape within. He even built an ultimate nullifier. In fact, the original intent of his Gamma Bomb was to be non-lethal, only targeting inorganic material.
But Thunderbolt Ross wanted something with a bit more boom. Can't blame him.
Fearing its ramifications, Banner developed the Gamma Bomb on his own, keeping its design secret. In the process, he tapped into an unknown form of gamma energy that breaks down reality and mutates it beyond actuality. On that fateful day, he opened the Green Door.
You know how we said the bomb killed Bruce? That wasn't some flowery metaphor or whatever. He died and came back as Hulk.
Came back from the below place, the hell beneath hell, the lowest possible dimension of reality.
It's trippy, but whenever Hulk dies, he goes there. Then a green door opens and he goes back to where he was before. Easy as that. It doesn't matter if he's been atomized, sliced up into jars, or digested by werewolves. If he goes through the door, he's back, ready to rumble. The green door did get locked into a red door, but he's easily broken through it multiple times. Not a problem.
It turns out that third form of gamma, this anomaly from the bedrock of hell, spawns from none other than the one below all. The dark side of the one above all.
That's right, God has a Hulk, and it wants Bruce to bring about the end of all things. But Hulk just said, nah.
So, what is the Hulk? An uncontrollable monster? A prison for a tortured soul? A super weapon for Armageddon?
Don't overthink it, Wiz. Hulk is Hulk, and Hulk's the strongest one there is.
Who you got?
Second Al Pastor is back at Chipotle, where fire meets flavor. Here for a limited time. Chipotle, for real.
It was for show
I
blazing.
don't know who
lot of
recommended
Hulk
Synergy
blaze.
to my family, but whoever did, I owe them a big thank you.
The year was 1946. The press gathered at Bikini Atoll to witness the power of the nuclear bomb. But many leagues beneath their feet, something ancient stirred.
Godzilla, the king of the monsters. He was pretty pissed off over the worst wake-up ever, so he swam to Japan for one hell of a crash out.
Japan was still recovering from the war, so seeing this mutilated radioactive monster towering high like a mushroom.
Bunch of behind-the-scenes goodies. So how about it, guys? Go to www.deathbattle.gg.
All right, you heard him. Don't make a liar out of Boomstick. Go to deathbattle.gg. All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
I think he gonna win this. This is a terror threat.
Godzilla has reached the city. So far, the evacuation is. Wait,
Making these, bro. Like the fight. That shit was fire. Only Hulk can take stuff like that. Don't let any other hero get punched like that. They ain't good enough.
Is that Incredible Hulk from Marvel Rivals?
Look, I'm not gonna lie.
18 bars to the face.
Really, the only person that use a building jump at it. Easy dad.
Oh my God!
Time for me to take over. We don't want any trouble. No! Hulk stays!
Bro just snapped his neck. What? Did he hit himself?
That was wicked. You died.
I thought that was it.
You died. You can't even say that with an L. You died for a couple seconds, brother. Ate that. Talking about.
That's a lot of power.
Your strong eyes scan the world!
Bruce better just let him do it, but you gotta.
He just headbutted him. He just headbutted him, man. Hit me again. I bet you will. You can't even touch me.
But based on the fact that they did be killing Hulk by him blowing up and shit by himself.
Yeah, this fight is going to work. Why did you send Hulk to go face the finish? You could have sent somebody more.
Somebody with a net.
Oh my God, he's gonna get up though, right?
You regen from
Did
that?
he punch straight through this nigga?
Stupid lizard.
No, he's not getting that. Oh wait. What? What?
Oh crap! No, they did not choose the animation.
He was dreaming? He can do that?
I think I understand.
Days
This
since
fight
the
went
battle
on for
began,
hours
and the red dust
and
is
days
spreading.
and
Godzilla has
years.
grown in size, but we believe we are.
How does it work? Well,
I think that was the Infinity Gauntlet. Like, now y'all cheating.
Like,
y'all cheating now.
Talking to Banner?
to one and rising.
Put that on his hands.
Chance to nullify the madness behind the monster.
That nigga. Excellent.
2 + 2 is 5. A right angle is 80 degrees. This element is beyond what we can perceive. Like gamma. 1,000 times. 1,000,000. 1,000,000,000,000. I just need one.
hey, I need a rerun of Doomsday then. If you say Hulk can do this now, I need a rerun of Doomsday then.
He penetrated his teeth. And he put gamma radiation. The world is done.
You did it, big guy. We did it.
Okay, run this by me. What happened?
It's complicated, so let's break this down into 3 categories. First up, power. Most versions of Godzilla can shrug off black holes and extinction level events, tag beyond light speed foes like Gigan, blow up planets. However, the Hulk is beyond that.
The big guy clapped a universe to bits and shook the infinite dimensions linked to the crossroads. In a straight fight with a classic Godzilla, 616 Hulk smashes the power advantage.
But factoring in Ultima changes things. The entity sees all of space-time and can manipulate its results at a whim. No matter how strong the Hulk got, Ultima could potentially negate it.
But Hulk broke chains made of the first firmament, which could overwhelm eternity.
an abstract concept of a being not entirely unlike Ultima's entity.
Even a small piece of the first firmament could break the multiverse. Plus, Hulk kept up with Odin Force Thor, who is also on a celestial level of power.
So the gap in power becomes nebulous. Still, unless Hulk could remove Ultima from the equation, neither held a clear advantage in power and stats.
Especially when you look at their immortality.
This was practically a never-ending death loop. Even with their healing factors, both could technically kill each other, but then just come right back.
The green door instantly appears when Hulk goes to the below place, and the higher dimensional entity could always summon a replacement Godzilla avatar. So both Hulk and Godzilla could not stay dead.
Unless they could somehow prevent what was happening in those other dimensions. So let's examine the layers of their multiverses.
This is how deep it has to get.
That's crazy.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code.
Yeah, I need
this is Base 44. This is the first look at the current industry-leading AI app builder.
The green door.
The kind of apps that people are creating. Smart
We need
nutrition
a restart.
apps, inventory trackers.
Marvel's Cosmos has infinite higher dimensions, which themselves are transcended by the astral plane, the superflow, and so on until you reach the House of Ideas, the domain of the one above all.
Since the one below all mirrors the one above all, the below place mirrors the House of Ideas. Get it?
In comparison, the cosmos of Godzilla's multiverse is just as vast and infinite, but does not have the same sort of transcending layers above and below. This means the below place, the Hulk's respawn point and source of power, is out of the entity's reach.
So the real question is, if they both can't die and Ultima's entity can't affect the below place, could Hulk somehow stop the entity before it destroyed the universe?
It all comes down to Gamma and Archetype. Ultima was defeated in the anime by using a trans-temporal superdimension calculator operating at infinite speeds to activate the orthogonal diagonalizer, turning Archetype against itself.
Ultima endlessly spews this stuff, so there's plenty to work with, and Hulk can reach into comic book gutter space, so he should be able to reach through a singular point, but that's not enough.
Fortunately for Hulk, it just so happens he knows someone who, like scientists who have defeated Godzilla in the past, is an expert on particles from a greater dimension that mutate reality beyond our understanding.
Who made a device with those particles that breaks space-time, like the diagonalizer? Who made a supercomputer that scanned the infinite multiverse with the speed of a hypermind, like the dimension calculator? Hell, the guy made an interstellar radio out of sticks and stones in a matter of days, and even built an ultimate nullifier. It's like he was made for this.
The Green Door waits for no Hulk, including Banner. Even if Ultima's catastrophe destroyed the universe, the door could deposit Banner in a different universe and he could continue the fight.
He had all the time in the infinite multiverse.
There was only one way this could end, and only one person who could make it so.
Even among gods and monsters, man was the Ultima weapon.
The winner is Bruce Banner.
Next time on Death Battle.
Okay, that makes sense for Dark Side then.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Watch another one, or we can call it.
Watch your baddies.
Shit, Roblox.
We can do how we did last time. What you want to do? Watch it now.
HD. Unplugged from the TV?
Yeah, it's right here though. Alright, stream. We gonna end stream. And I'm gonna restart it. And we gonna be playing whatever game we gonna be playing. So, yeah, be right back.